welcome back to Jim's Montreal beer review. I'm kind of wrapping up my season 3 now. I just have a few episodes left. In this episode we're going to do another Ontarian beer, and I've had in my storage for a while. It's called Hockley Dark, and it's English style brown ale. Now Hockley is a small brewery out in Montreal in Ontario, and they make just a few different beers, and I have tried the stout, which is an Irish kind of dry stout, which was really impressive actually. I've had it a few times. Now I've never had this one, and it comes in these 473ml cans, so I guess it's an American pint size, 5% ABV, and it says mild, light body, full flavour, proudly craft brewed in Ontario, Canada. And let me read this thing. At Hockley Valley Brewing Company we take our time brewing our beer. In fact, each step of the brewing process is done by hand in small batches. This hands-on approach is our craft method that ensures the perfect balance. And that's about it. Okay, so my Newcastle brown glass is back in business, and we're going to pour it into it. Now, I've reviewed quite a few brown ales. Actually, just a few. Newcastle, I've reviewed that Amsterdam Nut Brown Ale from Toronto, and this is my third, I believe. Also, I've tried other beers of similar styles, or the same styles. And in the next future, I'm planning to do Samuel Smith's Nut Brown Ale as well. Nice. I think that's the perfect size, because this is an American pint, and this glass is actually imperial pint, so it holds a very nice two-finger head. Now, usually I have to turn around. Kind of dark brown, clear body. Some carbonation, not too much. At least it's not visible to me. Light brown head. I'd say this one is very fluffy. Yeah, very roasty smell to it. Nice roasted balance of malts and a bit of floral hops as well. Very sweet. Dark fruit, you know, typical aromas you get in brown ales. So far so good. Very appropriate to the style. Let's give it a try. Nice. I'd say this is medium bodied, so I think it's a bit thicker than, let's say, Newcastle. Newcastle's a bit light bodied to me. A bit of that carbonation kind of hits your palate and your tongue. Very nice coffee chocolatey notes. More that than caramel actually, yeah. Mostly like roasted beans, maybe a bit of dark chocolate. Nice malty finish to it. A little bit dry, but I think it's on a good side as well. Very good. Everything that you expect in the style is pretty much there. Just like that stout I tried some time ago, it was very right on the spot, you know, very right on kind of beer. Easy drinking. I'm 7 is kind of cool, but I think these kind of beers it's only appropriate. But so far so good. Okay, we're back. It's a pretty good beer actually. The only problem I have with it is that it starts to become a bit dry and the carbonation drops, but not to the extent that it becomes flat or something like that, but it's just a bit, there's not enough sweetness I think for me. In a brown ale I expect a little bit more from the sweet kind of part. But nevertheless, quite complex for brown ale. I mean, brown ales are not the most complex ales for that matter, but you get some very nice roasted coffee bean background, some caramel, some chocolate, some dark fruit, maybe like dried plums or like prunes or raisins, a bit of cherry maybe, a bit of the floral hoppiness, just a tad, and the finish is a bit bitter and bready, but nevertheless very appropriate. Look, the lacing is pretty much not visible, but the head is still kind of holding on. It's not too bad. For brown ale, it's quite impressive actually. pretty well balanced, pretty good beer, and the drinkability is quite high as long as you keep it relatively cool and don't let it become flat. It's not the kind of beer you sit and drink for hours one pint. You have to kind of rush a bit, but very good session beer, I'd say. So my final grade would be 8 out of 10. A very good example of style. Nothing that sets this beer apart from the rest of the brown ales. And again, I said that it could be a bit sweet, so there are things that could need some improvement. Overall, very good example. Certainly a beer worth checking out. So this was Hockley Dark from Hockley Valley Brewing Company. 8 out of 10, and see you guys